Logic is anti-black. So if you use your brain and you know what's good and what's not, then
Black? What is
it's
this
anti-black.
like some crypto racism thing? Logic is anti-black?
The entire concept of logic is anti-black. But
Sure. I'm sure it is. Especially whenever you're trying to make a
for some context, Western philosophy built its idea of reason by defining who wasn't rational. To be logical meant being European.
You see, she's wrong. She's wrong. It's not anti-black, it's sexist. There's a difference. That's why women weren't allowed to vote for hundreds of years, is because they weren't seen as logical thinkers. They were always seen as too emotional to do stuff like that. That's why.
Oh, God.
And civilized.
Yes.
It's everything blackness was imagined not to be. But
Blackness wasn't imagined to be civilized? Why would you even say that about yourself?
that's why Afro-pessimists and decolonial
Afro-pessimists. That's a new one. I've never heard that before.
Sylvia
Yes.
Rivera's book goes on to expose the myth of linear
I kinda feel
progress,
that.
trapping the global south in someone else's timeline.
The global
and
south.
finally, on the post-colony, which reveals colonial reason as a logic that made blackness the outer limit of the human. So when I
What?
say logic is anti-black,
You do realize that having a black skin color is just a skin pigment, right? It's because you were in the sun more to the point where the pigment darkened, so that way you guys didn't. I mean, you could still get sunburned to an extent, but it's just a mutation. That's all it is. You're still like everybody else. Again, logic is not anti-black. It's sexist. Like,
I mean, the very rules of logic were written from an imperialistic point of view. So to think freely, we need to rebuild reason itself from the ground up.
Okay, so brainwashing? This is the reason why people want to, like, reinvent certain types of thinking like this. It's because the thinking leads to conclusions that put them at a disadvantage. They have spent such a long time sending retards to college and then giving them fake degrees that have no value. And now they have this, like, fucking monumental student aid debt. And there's nothing that they can do about it. So that's it.
Well, they can make Netflix shows, so there's that.
I remember my grandmother saying to me, I don't care what they tell you in school, Cleopatra was black.